What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. So what I want to talk about is a hypothetical match. Richard versus Levan. Now, there's so many ways you can look at it. There's so many different ways, to think about it. The way I want to think about it is they're both in their prime. They're going to travel, go back and travel in time. One's going to travel back in time. One's going to travel forward. And they're only going to be allowed to use what their opponent had to use. Meaning, if Levan went back, to the 80s when Richard was in his prime, he can only, train he can only use what Richard used. So mostly weights and very, very little table time. My understanding is that Richard never had an arm wrestling table. He never trained on a table. He would just get super strong and then show up to the tournament and usually win. Now, my understanding with Levan, he has a lot more technology at his disposal and definitely way more arm wrestling table time. So, what I think would happen is if they, were in the 80s and Levan was only able to lift weights and use a table very, very little, I still think it would be a close match. But I think if Levan had the same amount of table experience as Richard, I think Richard would end up on top. Meaning both these guys trained like Richard for the 80s. I think Richard would end on top. Now, I don't think it's, say it's a best of 5, for example. I see it going 3-2 Richard. Now, if we switch the roles, so now, we're in present day, Levan's in his prime. Levan uses weights, lots of table time. Now, if Levan continues to train the way he is, but now Richard has the opportunity to, spend majority of his time on the table. Actually focus on technique instead of, just raw horsepower. I still think, actually this time, I think Levan would win. Not because of a strength factor. I feel Levan is a better technical arm wrestler. So, I would see, maybe Levan winning, if a best of 5, either 4-1, or completely opposite of, the 80s, would be 3-2 to Levan. So that's how I see it. That's how I like to look at it. What would happen if these two athletes can only use what their opponent used during their prime? But hey, guys, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I'll see you around.